Hello Slapafish community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the E50M, which is right now on track, and let's talk about the recent buffs that I got in the July 29th update. So the E50M got 50 more hit points to 2,100, it got better terrain resistances and better rotation speed on its tracks. Its gun got a better reload from 9.4 to 8.7, which improves its DPM really nicely, and better aim time from 2.1 to 2 seconds. Now, mainly doing a video on this tank because I just got the E50M. I just went from the E50 and the E50M. Honestly, I was not expecting me to actually like the E50M as much as I do, especially because I like the E50. I was like, okay, this is good. And I wasn't really racking up too much damage. I was doing like 4,000 damage a game to the 4,000 damage. But I wasn't really expecting too much from the E50M. Then I got the E50M, does 390 damage per shot. I have its reload down to 6.2 seconds, I believe. And now realizing, I was like, okay, how much better is that from the E50 to the E50M? With them using about the same gun. E50M, obviously, better penetration. It's at tier 10. The DPM is actually 2,227 on the E50, and it is way higher on the E50M at 2,691. So, yeah, that's a huge improvement. And that huge improvement, it makes it really, really good for how this tank plays. And just having high DPM and high alpha overall on any medium tank is just really, really nice. The penetration on this tank is 270 on its standard, which is high standard penetration, especially for a medium tank. 330 on its premium, which is heat penetration, and that will go through a lot of tanks. 340 is the magic number for premium penetration at tier 10 from going through type 5s and E100s and mouses. The view range is 400 meters. Hit points, like I said earlier, was 2,100. Let's talk about the armor, because the armor is kind of what makes this tank the E50M over the Leopard 1. So the E50M is known for its armor. It's got 230 millimeters on its turret, 230 on its turret, 150 on its upper plate, and 80 on its sides, which makes it really good at side scraping and definitely bouncing a lot more shots than its protege, the E50. Well, let's say more of the Leopard 1. Yeah. This tank is actually it's really freaking nice. It also has 8 degrees of gun depression with 0.3 accuracy, and it goes 64 and 19.26 horsepower per ton. The E50M is really good. Side scraping in this tank is really nice. Side scraping is what I recommend using in this tank. Then when you're in an open map or you get the chance, then use your speed, and also you can also ram because you are quite heavy, and with how the ramming mechanics work with the speed, armor, and weight, you have all 3 of those in really good numbers. So this tank is really good at ramming especially light tanks or the Soviet medium tanks. Wouldn't really recommend ramming a heavy tank because usually the heavy tanks are way heavier and way more armor. But the E50M feels really, really nice over the E50. This line from the Panther, actually, I'll say go back to like the VK3002M. I don't remember what the tier 5 is. I'm blanking on the tier 5. But the VK32OM is basically an up, because I can't remember what the tier 5 is. This line feels like that all the way up, but you just get better and better the higher you go up the line. Which is really nice for a line to play very similar for all of the tanks and just get better the higher you get up. That's pretty much what you want in a good line. And yeah, and the E50M definitely proves that, and it holds true to that. But it's really nice DPM, and now it has good armor, and the penetration and aim time is really good. This tank is really fun to just zoom around and just have max out that DPM with rapid loading and stuff. E50M, quite a good tank. If you don't have it, I do recommend picking it up. Especially right now because it's on track, and if later you're getting close or you want a line to grade, I would say the E50M line. Because it's a pseudo-heavy, pseudo-medium tank line. It's a medium tank line, but you can somewhat play it as a heavy when you get to the E50 and the E50M. But you gotta watch out for your turret armor, especially in the E50. And maybe a little bit on the E50M. I haven't really tested out with the turret armor of the E50M as much as I did with the E50. But very solid line, and the E50M is a very solid tier 10. Tier 10 medium, and I don't know what it was like before the buffs, but right now it feels really, really nice. So that's it for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to Slapafish because one is not, and peace out. See ya.